I had to beat 11:57.
I might have failed that. Okay troops, so today is going to be another fitness challenge video. I'm going to try and keep you entertained again. And as you can probably all tell by the title, I am going to be attempting the US Air Force fitness test. I've seen a fair few other people attempt it on YouTube and pass it and fail it. And most of the tests are all comprised of the same thing. So you've got sit-ups, how many sit-ups you can do in a minute, press-ups, how many press-ups you can do in a minute, and then a 1.5 mile long run. Some of the tests have pull-ups in it as well. I've read about and looked into it, and the actual US Air Force test doesn't have pull-ups until like a later stage. So I'm just gonna go with the press-ups, sit-ups, and 1.5 mile long run because I don't have a pull-up bar. Otherwise I would have done the pull-ups. What a gorgeous day it is, by the way. Look at this. Stunning. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Most of the people that I've watched have passed it. Some of them have failed it, some have passed parts and failed other parts. So I'm hoping to pass all of it, but we'll see how it goes. I'll explain and tell you how many press-ups I've got to get, how many sit-ups I've got to get, and how fast I've got to run the 1.5 miles later on in the video. So yeah. Okay, so for the 1.5 mile run, I have to complete that in 11 minutes and 57 seconds. So just under 12 minutes. The sit-ups is 42 sit-ups for anyone under the ages of 29, so that's me. And then the push-ups is 27 push-ups for anyone under the age of 29, which again is me. So a 1.5 mile run in just under 12 minutes, 42 sit-ups, and then 27 push-ups. I feel like that's not too bad. I feel like the push-ups, I can get the push-ups, probably no bother. And then 42 sit-ups might be a struggle, and then the 12-minute run, that should be alright. So it might be the sit-ups that catch me out, but we'll see how it goes. Seeing as it's an army fitness test, I feel like I need some army clover, so this is the only anything camouflage that I had in my house, so it's going to have to do. So I'm going to go for the sit-ups first, and I've got to get 42 sit-ups in a minute. I think that's actually quite difficult. This might be the one that I fail on. The regulations for it is you've got to keep your arms across your chest, and you've got to come all the way up, so your back's like what's the right word? Horizontal.
Wrong. Dad.
So your back's horizontal.
You're wrong.
With the ground, so you're up nice and straight. And then you've got to go all the way back down so your back touches the ground, and then that's pretty much it. So I've got my timer here. I'm going to set it for 1 minute and 3 seconds just so I can press start and then get ready. That's pretty much it. Cracky. Oh, I actually don't know how many that was. I might have failed that. I think I might have only just got 42. I'm going to have to watch that back and then I'll put the count in. I feel like I was sitting up on the 42nd one. Right, I'm going to say that I've passed that one for now, and then if I haven't, it'll be a bit on screen of me basically just calling myself a fanny, but I think I've passed it. It was way too hot for these trousers, oh my god. Right, so the next one is press-ups. So for this, I need to get 27 press-ups in 1 minute, which, if you saw my last fitness challenge video, I managed to get 50 in 30 seconds, so if I don't pass this, I don't know what I'm doing myself. The only rules and regulations for this press-up one is obviously arms locked out when you get to the top, all the way down so your chest is like an inch off the floor, and then the only place you can rest, so if you get tired, you can't rest on the ground, so you can't rest like flat, and you can't put your knees down either. You've got to rest in this position at the top, or like that. And that's pretty much it for the press-ups, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to go for the same thing again, give myself 3 seconds to press start and then get ready, and then 1 minute will start and then the timer will go off when it's finished. 27 push-ups in 1 minute. I honestly think I only got about 50 or 60 there, and I was struggling at the end. I don't know how I managed to do 50 press ups in 30 seconds, then nearly struggled to do 50 in a minute. But anyways, I've got more than 27, so I've passed that. But jeez, I'm not looking forward to this run in these trousers. It's far too warm to be wearing trousers. Oh my god. Okay, right, so that's the press ups done. I've passed that. Next up is a 1.5 mile run, and I've just realised that 1.5 miles is a little bit further than what I thought it originally was. So I don't know if I'm going to pass this one either, because it's like 2.4 kilometres is 1.5 miles, and to do that in 11 minutes and 50 seconds, that's quite quick. But anyway, I'll give it my best shot. So I'm going to walk out and try and find, well, map out how far 2.4 kilometres is away from my house, so I can walk out there, start there, and then run all the way back and finish at the gaff. But that's the game plan. Guess I'll just see you when I'm starting my run. 1.5. You've just seen that we've driven 1.5 miles away from my house. We've got to do it in 11 minutes and 57 seconds. I again don't know if I'm going to pass this one. Hopefully I will. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat from the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million motherfuckers that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yours, go. Steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. I see the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you.
What was my time?
9 minutes 55.
Oh, thank fuck. Running in cargo trousers is a no for the foreseeable future from me. Oh.
Why?
What, running?
Yeah.
They
look really warm.
chafe.
Ooh.
I've nearly split.
Oh.
They're very warm. I'm sweating a lot. They're not very flexible. And they don't have good pockets. My phone nearly fell out twice.
I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, I beat it though.
Well done.
Oh.
Well, that was absolutely horrible, but I passed it. So that's the run passed, the press ups passed, and the sit ups. I've watched the footage back and I didn't pass it. You guys know that already because I would have called myself a fanny by that point, but I didn't pass it. I only got 41. I might have another go to see if I can get 42 because I reckon I could. I got to about 25-30 and I felt like I was going too fast, so then I slowed down slightly and then I started to get tired. So I reckon if I just powered through that 30 stage and just kept going, tried to keep the pace up, I reckon I would get above 42. But if I was doing the test in the U.S. Air Force conditions, we only get one attempt for each, I would have failed. So I think I'll stick to making these little YouTube videos and working towards getting my level 3 PT, and we'll leave the piloting of jet planes to other people. But yeah, I want to thank everybody again for watching, everyone who's supporting the videos, supporting the channel. If everyone who's new and watching could subscribe, because I still think there's like 60-65% of the people watching this who aren't subscribed yet. So if you could all subscribe, that would be class. I might put the sit-ups at the end if I do it. If I don't do it, then it won't be, it'll just be the outro. So yeah, I'll leave it at there. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye troops. Come on! That was definitely 42. It was a t-shirt weighing me down, that's what it was. I blame the t-shirt. That was more than 42. So, sit-ups. Tick. Right, I need to go take these fucking trousers off. I feel like I've just jumped in a swimming pool. Ugh.